Hey guys, so in today's video, we're going to be continuing our discussion on the summer update here in Grand Theft Auto Online. And we've actually heard from Rockstar Games insider TezFunds2 on how we might want to pump the brakes on this update a little bit. I know a lot of people right now are currently riding the hype train. They're very excited. It's been like 250 something days since Rockstar has come out with a new update. And even though we only have a limited amount of information so far, not only are there a lot of people excited, but TezFunds2 has stepped in to say, like, wait a minute, guys, this might not be the usual summer update that we've come to know and expect from Rockstar in online. I mean, just take a look back at the last summer's updates for GTA Online. I mean, last year we had the Diamond Casino and Resort opening, which they literally tore down the old casino. They added in a brand new casino into the game, which was obviously incredible. You guys know what it featured: a ton of cars, basically an entire new business. In 2018, we got the After Hours update, which again introduced a brand new business, the nightclubs. It introduced 4 real-life DJs, like a ton of vehicles, lots of cool missions and stuff like that. In 2017, we basically had 2 summer updates: Gun Running and Smuggler's Run. Same in 2016, Finance and Felony Cunning Stunts. Those updates were obviously huge. I mean, even in 2015, we still had Ill-Gotten Gains Part 1 and 2. Those are still pretty big updates. So, yeah, needless to say, Rockstar have had some absolutely awesome summer DLCs. Well, it looks like this one might be a little bit different. As a quick reminder, this is the only thing that Rockstar has said so far. A summer update to GTA Online is also on the way, offering up a fun mix of diverse new content from the game's massive array of experiences to enjoy. And the only other thing they've stated is that the game will receive an update in the weeks ahead. We've talked about what that could mean for a release date. And then really the only screenshot they've shown off is this new Lampadati supercar that we're going to be getting in the game. But other than that, we don't really know a whole lot about the update itself. So this is where we started to hear from Rockstar Games insider TezFunds2. He had a couple of things to say on the GTA forum site, and I want to talk about that right now, and obviously hear from you guys in the comments down below as well. So this is the first thing that he ended up saying. He was responding to someone that actually was kind of excited about the update, but also cautiously optimistic as well. They said the fact that they shared more information about the later DLC is a bit surprising instead of promoting the summer update. We really want the latter update more, but imagine we are doing a raid on a private island of Yusuf Amir that he built for himself. That's actually good speculation for the other update. And TezFunds2 said the summer update is of a mediocre quality. I think Rockstar is keeping quiet until we approach the release date. Holy smokes. So even TezFunds2 has come out saying, like, yeah, this update, not so hot, guys. I don't think it's going to be all that great. And if that's the case, that would probably explain, number one, why Rockstar hasn't shown off a whole lot of it. I mean, they gave us more information on the Red Dead Online update, including a release date. They didn't spoil a ton, but they did actually talk about it a little bit more. And it's true, they didn't really say that the update has a particular theme on the Newswire post. Just like a mixed bag of fun little things to do. And we've talked about this in previous videos, but to me, that sounds like, you know, new adversary modes and races and maybe a couple of updates to the arcade. That doesn't really sound all that exciting. I'm not going to lie to you guys. So hopefully it's a whole lot more than that, but even TezFunds2 is a little worried, saying that this update is likely to be of mediocre quality. And then as sort of a follow-up to that, he did go on to end up saying, I'm just saying don't go in with high expectations. It doesn't even look like it would have a theme that gives you a general idea of what to expect. Save the hype for the holiday update. And I definitely don't want to be like a Debbie Downer here, but I think TezFunds2 is right here. I mean, he even acknowledges that Rockstar don't even give us a theme that would normally give us a general idea of what to expect. I mean, even with the last couple of updates that Rockstar have teased, like, remember the teases that Rockstar did for like the After Hours update? We had like a vibe that it was going to be all about nightclubs and like the underground dance scene in Los Santos. So that obviously gets you really excited. For the Diamond Casino and Resort, they started putting out those props and changing the front of the old casino, giving us a pretty good idea what was happening involved the casino. So in this update, not only have they not done any of that in game, but they also haven't even told us what the general theme is. It's almost like Rockstar doesn't want us to focus on this one as much, but instead does want us to pay attention to the older one, which again is going to be that biggest update ever involving a new take on heists. And he's right, at least for this summer update, I would recommend that you guys be cautiously optimistic here. That way, if it isn't something you really enjoy, you aren't like super disappointed when it does release. I mean, I'm sure there's going to be people disappointed altogether just because it has been half a year since the game was updated. But don't go in with high expectations, like expecting this building to be changed, expecting a new location here and like a brand new business over there. Don't go into it thinking like that. And on that subject, what I want to transfer over to next is something that a lot of people thought was going to happen in this summer update. And we even heard from TezFunds2 on that, saying this, that, in quotes, Mile High Club leak is fake. It was obvious from the 100 employees just got fired claim. So, in case you guys don't know what he's talking about, there was a leak that surfaced, I'd say a couple of months ago, that basically outlined what Rockstar was going to be doing in Grand Theft Auto Online, some things they were going to be doing for future titles, and essentially the leak said that the new Grand Theft Auto Online update would arrive in July or August, which is very plausible to happen, but it was going to feature the introduction of the Mile High Club getting, opened, and there was going to be some sort of business for that. And he says that leak lost a lot of credibility when they said 100 Rockstar Games employees were fired, which I think definitely would have been reported on, but you guys get the idea here. It seemed like a very bold, ambitious leak, and he said that it's basically not going to happen. Now, when Rockstar did put out the one screenshot that they revealed a couple of days ago, a lot of people were focused on the background, even though everyone was focused on the car. That was obviously what was in the foreground. A lot of people were like, is the Mile High Club building completed in the background? Can we see it? And this is even something we debunked in a previous video. You can still see the exact same crane, which is over the Mile High Club construction site. So at least on the surface, it looks like it has not been completed. We've talked about this in the past for a myriad of separate reasons why it's very, very unlikely that the Mile High Club building will ever be completed, because there's a lot of jobs and gang attacks and other things that Rockstar would have to move that actually happen there. Whereas at the Be Lucky Los Santos Casino, the old one, there was almost nothing that happened there. So it was a lot easier for Rockstar to just demolish that building and put in the Diamond Casino and Resort. So unfortunately, even though I think that would be amazing and it would continue the trend of Rockstar adding new buildings into the game from ones that aren't really used, it doesn't look like the Mile High Club building is going to be added in this summer update. At least if it is, it would be the surprise of a lifetime. And even though this has nothing to do with the next update, I did think this would be funny to include at the very end. So someone ended up saying, Lester bought a private island with all the money he made by the casino heist, got connection to political and media giants, and started doing some messed up stuff in there. In the last heist, we finally heist from Lester once and for all. Wouldn't that be the biggest twist ever? And TezFunds2 said, if we rob him, he would just come up with another heist. And it starts with, I finally considered my retirement, but some MF robbed me, so I'm back in the game. Thus starts a never-ending cycle of heist. That would actually be an interesting transition to the next version of Grand Theft Auto Online, whether that comes with a future version of GTA, or whether that comes with the standalone version of multiplayer that's going to be happening in 2021. I'm sure Rockstar will have some creative way to sort of bridge the gap between this version of GTA and the next version of GTA's multiplayer. But either way, that is really everything about the upcoming summer DLC here in Grand Theft Auto Online. I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments down below. What are your thoughts on the summer update? Are you being very cautiously optimistic here? Are you going in full steam ahead, very, very excited? Let me know what you guys are thinking in those comments down below. Love to hear from you guys down there. If you guys did go on to enjoy this video, though, a like rating would, of course, be awesome. And be sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel if you are new, or you want to stay up to date on all the latest GTA and Red Dead Redemption videos that I'm doing here on my channel. And be sure to ring that notification bell as well. Sometimes YouTube just doesn't work, and if you ring that bell, you'll always be guaranteed to be notified when new videos arrive. But of course, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Take care, and I'll see you guys in the next video.